Hello, everyone. Before I start, if you're not with the team, thank you for watching anyway. I'm just going to start by saying that I am a noob and I am doing this for other noobs in my team. Since I am the person with the most hours of experience in Godot, even though I'm not really an expert or even intermediate level, there are some basic things about 3D and 3D game engines that are very similar everywhere. So I'm trying to explain all that I know to the team so they can also get started with Godot and maybe together we will learn more. So if you think this is not down your alley, it's okay. Just go watch someone else who will explain things at a level that you find acceptable. I am perfectly okay with that. If you are willing to stay, then welcome once again. Today we are talking about materials, and I was clearing up a bunch of things about how materials work. As you can see, this material is very nicely presented. It has, it really has texture. To be perfectly literal, it's not just looking flat and like the bricks were painted on. Um, you can see there is some depth to it, and part of that is due to specular maps and normal maps, which I will explain later. First, we are going over the most important thing, which is the albedo channel. This is where you can change the color or the base color of your material, and you can also add some transparency. If transparency doesn't work here, make sure you have it activated in the transparency parameter group. And there are various transparency options. If you use alpha, then you will enable the alpha channel also in albedo. And if your image, your texture image has embedded alpha, it will be used. And depending on what you are trying to achieve, you will want to use full alpha or maybe alpha scissors and play with blending modes, which work pretty much the same way they would work in Photoshop or any other picture editing software. Next up, you have what I was talking about with the normal map that is giving this texture, this little beautiful elevation and nooks and crannies. And what it does simply is to tell the material how to react to light from different directions. So these are not polygons. These stones are not part of the model. This is just a flat surface, even though it doesn't look like it. It is very flat. And that's what normal maps do basically. And this is also helped by the fact that we have some specular and some roughness mapping, even though the maps incorrect. They need to be recreated, but it kind of helps with making things look a little better or more realistic, and especially when we are talking about how things reflect light or how they react in general to light. You can see that it will make a difference. And to close off, there is the UV parameter, which will normally let you set the scale. If your model already has good UV mapping, then you wouldn't need to adjust much here. But in some cases, like you see here, we are using a triplanar method to project from three sides instead of just one. And what this does, it helps a little bit sometimes, but you will see that on the sides where the walls aren't completely perpendicular to the floor, like they have a little bit of angle, that the top projection and the side projection kind of blend in to each other a little bit, and it doesn't really look right. But This is a good example of a model with bad UV mapping because you will see that the edges don't match with the surfaces. I mean this curved edge here. And also there is some warping which suggests that the UV mapping is also distorted. So if you want to just do a quick fix and make it look kind of right but not really, just for the time being, triplanar is a good thing. It's also good if you really need it. So not going to invalidate any use case here. The usage of materials is pretty much influenced by two things. The first thing is what do you want to convey, and the second thing is the art style that you are going to use to convey this concept, topic, whatever. In this case, we are trying to convey a floor made of rock bricks or plates with a little bit of a bump and a little bit of a depression. We all get depressed sometimes. Sorry, I had to make that joke. But the depression would be exactly the places where the floor goes down, and relief when the floor goes up. Yeah. So basically, it helps you get richer looking materials, and instead of just using a flat texture like we would do back in the PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64 days, we have a lot more options to play with, and that will be what makes the difference between a good material and plain material that just does a job, but it looks kind of okay, but not really good. So, this is pretty much what I can explain to you for now. I mean, you have other options like metallic surface, and for the record, specular is kind of hidden inside the metallic parameter. I don't think specular is a property of only metallic surfaces, but you do you good though. I'm just trying to explain this to other people who maybe find it as strange as me, maybe not. The thing is, we are all trying to learn, and I'm just passing on what I. So, if you learned something today, don't forget to come back for more. If you think you didn't learn something today, it's okay. Just go watch someone else who will explain things at your level. I won't take it personally. So, that was all. See you next time.